Wow, that's a broad one, isn't it? Any Rainbow Six fan? I would say keep practicing, no team killing, enjoy the new operators when they're released, and if you have to wait a week, just let other people pick them. All those things, they don't need to happen. And you know what? There's a lot of good in this community. There genuinely is. And it is a huge worldwide community. And I firmly believe on all platforms as well, not just PC, Xbox and PlayStation as well. I've been a big advocate for those platforms for a long time. I'm Matt Andrews. I'm the stage host and sometimes desk host as well of Rainbow Six Siege, TV presenter who presents esports all over the world, and I get to do a lot of Rainbow Six.
Did you pick your career?
Yes, and fight hard for it. I've been a presenter for a very long time. I've been a gamer all my life. Putting those two things together is not easy. So yeah, many years ago now, I started sort of networking a lot to say, look, I can present games, I can talk about games, I know games. A lot of people in esports have only really ever worked in esports. A lot of talent, you haven't seen them on TV doing other things. So I had to kind of prove myself that I wasn't just a guy trying to cash in, that I cared, and that I could give it some sort of credibility in that way. And I casted Siege before it was even released by turning up at an event that I knew it was going to be at, and I was like, well, I can play games or I can talk about games, and things kind of fell into place. Yeah, it was a lot of hard work, and it still is, but that's the job. I'm a presenter. That's the life of it, and I'm very, very glad to have got to where I am. And hosting, yeah. So you do a lot of prep about, what's brought teams to this stage. You need to know who's faced who, and all of that is with an eye on storylines. That's what we're looking for. Why is this interesting? If it's two big teams, if it's a G2 EG match, we know the history of that. But if it's a team no one's seen before against a team no one's seen before, why is that interesting to you? The extra challenge that I think is with Siege is whenever we do a major tournament, we have a free weekend. And I've always treated this as that's the future of this game. If we can't get new players to be interested in what we're doing, then we will never grow. So I've always tried to make sure they have a hook. So if you're watching a big tournament like this, we can visually entertain you, but I try and give you a reason to care in the outcome. Otherwise, you'll watch us once and you'll forget about it the next time. So I try to give you a reason. Okay, there's this team, but this team are the underdogs, and then maybe you'll support them. So it's a challenge, right? I think a lot of people will look at this and go, well, there's a lot of operators and there's a lot of action and what's happening? But at its core, it's kind of easy enough to get to grips with. You can tell what they're trying to do. And you can learn this game, but you can only really learn it through playing. So I encourage everybody, give this a go. But no, you're not going to be overnight top fragger on your team. But you don't need to be either. It's not that kind of a game. So yeah, it's hard work. And but all I think really difficult esports like this, they are a challenge, and actually that's okay. This game offers a lot to everybody. You can play this at a casual level. I've never said I'm good at this. I'm not going to be. The only reason I'm on a stage is because I'm hosting it. It's not going to be because I can play. So it is hard to play. We can't shy away from that. But that's okay. That's all right. This is not a quick pick up and go title. This is a game you'll need to invest in, but it will pay you back. I wouldn't, because for a start I'd prefer to introduce it because we'd have more fun. That's the fun bit for me. There are people you'd rather see play than me. I've never made any bones about I'm not good at Siege. Whenever anyone asks me what level I am, I just make up a new level. I'm like a wood 4 or a plastic 7. I just make up a new one anytime. You ask me, it's a new one every time. It doesn't matter what I am. That's not why I'm here. Well, I'm here because the players trust me for the interviews, and I can put on a show, and I will get your invitation, and I will get your attention. That's my job here. Would I play in a show match? You don't want to see me play in a show match. Oh yeah. Okay. Good for you. I'll come and introduce you. Oh my gosh. How, you can't ask me about other games? Genuinely to work on, it is this, because I have been with this since the beginning. Casted it before it was released. Hosted every major we've had, all the Pro League finals, the Invitationals. I've done all 12 of them. And I am really proud of that. That matters a lot to me, that I got brought back again and again. And at first it was, ESL and UB, and now it's the community making that happen as well. The Paris Major, back in August last year, I fully expected the stage for that to be in French. I thought maybe I'll be on the analyst desk, hopefully. I thought the stage will be in French, maybe I'll co-host it with someone else. I offered to learn an intro in French, but that is as much as I could have done. I couldn't have done an interview in French or anything like that. No, the community wanted me to do it. That means the world. That you want me to come over and do it in English. That's yes, in France, yes. And in France, you quite like French. And less so the English. So, but that's okay, because we have this rivalry. No, that was a real surprise to me. That was genuinely very very meaningful to me. And I have a great time with the French community all the time. And yeah. Yes. I like the ones where I can enjoy it with the audience on site as well as on stream. And so the Paris Major was really special because the audience were right there. Whenever I needed to get to the stage, I could have walked around the back, but I can walk through the middle, so I walked through the middle. And I get to say hi to people. And that was really good. That's what it's about for me, is to connect this game with people and to connect these players who are people with their fans who are people. It's always been the emotion of it for me. You want to know all the nitty-gritty of the game? Well, we have the best casters in the world. When I've hosted a desk, I have excellent analysts who can break that all down. My job is to make this more of an entertainment and a show and meaningful. And I've always approached that by connecting people. So that was really special, going to Rio and being surrounded by just, frankly, the most passionate fans in the world. That's Brazil. That's amazing too. Here, we've got an audience on kind of the edge of their seats. It's dramatic. It's bigger. So this is very impressive, but in a different way.
What would you like to say to any
Wow. That's a broad one, isn't it? Any Rainbow Six fan. I would say keep practicing. No team killing. Enjoy the new operators when they're released, and if you have to wait a week, just let other people pick them. All those things, they don't need to happen. And you know what? There's a lot of good in this community. There genuinely is. And it is a huge worldwide community, and I firmly believe on all platforms as well, not just PC, Xbox and PlayStation as well. I've been a big advocate for those platforms for a long time. I believe there's a lot of really, really good people in this community, and I believe that's what we should celebrate. And if you do see any kind of toxicity and stuff like that, don't stand for it. Call it out. Don't let other people ruin any game, this or any other game, through their behavior. Call out toxicity. Stand up for people who are, getting treated in a sexist way, all of those kind of things. If there's a woman playing on your team, oh my God, have you been outside? There women are everywhere. You should probably get used to that. Maybe talk to one sometimes, Just celebrate the good, and don't suffer the bad.
So we have a question already.
Okay, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to have to go downstairs. So this will have to be it.
Someone's asking how many cough drops you use a year?
None. No, I drink a lot of water. My record is, I'm not kidding, 12 500ml bottles in one day at the Sao Paulo finals when it was 34 degrees inside and 33 degrees outside. That's my record. I kept, they come in packs of 12. I kept the pack to see, and at the end of the day I was like, oh my God, I finished it. And I drink tea with lots of sugar because I like sweet things, and that works for me. That keeps my voice going. Other people think I shouldn't do that. It works for me. You're very welcome. That was a nice question. Yes, I had better run.